What is up, guys? My name is Shane. I'm with the Crypto Blend. Today we're going to be talking about a project called PChain. A couple people in my Discord channel had mentioned this project. Currently it is in ICO stage, so there is nothing on CoinMarketCap to go look into. But it looks to me as if the ICO will be over tomorrow. Today is May 21st. I read somewhere that it would be over the 22nd, so it should be available here sometime soon. Anyone that isn't a U.S. registrant may not be able to participate in this ICO. It sounds like there's a lot of anticipation, behind this project. So I wanted to take a look, a deeper dive, look at the fundamentals, take a look at maybe some of the technical, and show you what I think about this project. This is a project I'm going to have to come back and do another review on. I will explain why here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and get started. But first off, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, smash up that like button. It helps me get some more views out there in the YouTube world. And if you haven't already, we have a Discord channel that's totally free. It will be in the description below. Without further ado, PChain. It is the first native multi-chain system that supports EVM, Ethereum virtual machine, in the world, making large-scale blockchain applications possible. So it sounds to me like the P in the PChain, right? Because we have a lot of different cryptocurrencies out there, like A-chain and R-chain and chain this and chain that. Right, so PChain is another chain. PChain is focused on interoperability, scalability, and transactions and speeds, right? But it's also focused on being a public consortium, a public offering for anyone and businesses to operate within the PChain network. PChain, when it comes to interoperability, that means taking one cryptocurrency and sending it to another, and they don't have to be the same blockchain. You can send a Bitcoin Cash to a Ripple, maybe not a Ripple, that's not a good example. Bitcoin Cash to a Stellar, you know what I mean? Different blockchains. So in that sense, if you didn't have an interoperability within those blockchains, you would have to sell the Bitcoin Cash in order to buy and transact with the Stellar. The interoperability, and you've got this in a lot of different projects. This is kind of the big thing that people are trying to work on. So there is quite a bit of it's like a Red Sea. If you know anything about Russell Brunson, he talks about how when marketers come in and they have this idea, they have to look at their ocean. And if the ocean is a blue ocean, that means your product or your niche there's not a lot of people in it. But if the project has a lot of coverage and projects, you're in a red ocean because there's sharks and everyone's trying to get a piece of it. So with that being said, I think that kind of, may or may not hinder this project. Obviously it's going to be whoever comes out with the best product and the best interoperability, side chains, all of that. But it is something to consider when looking into your fundamentals on a coin, is what other projects are out there that could be in competition with this. And so, just keeping an eye on that. So PChain, we'll look at the key features here. Native multifunction or multi-chain platform. PChain is the first native multi-chain system in the world that supports Ethereum virtual machine, EVMs, which consist of one main chain and multiple derived chains. Okay, so something that PChain is focused on is the side chains as well as interoperability. That they go hand in hand. Side chains, the main chain is the chain where businesses and different blockchains can operate, but the side chains are where the you can send information and transactions so that it doesn't clog up that main network, right? So it's got a bunch of different side chains that it can attach with, you know, Ethereum and different other blockchains and projects. But that's one of their key features is the side chains. And again, that is something that a lot of other projects are focused on. Consensus with hierarchical sharding pipeline, POS, proof of stake based multi-layer sharding mechanism with a novel pipeline design that tremendously improves the performance of transactions. So focus on high transactions. Ethereum currently has, I want to say 13 transactions per second. You know, so it's not going to be hard to compete with that. So that is one of their focuses is the transaction speeds. Smart contract based on smart data. A new Oracle mechanism based on the knowledge graph makes it easier to encapsulate smart contracts. W3C compliant smart data effectively addresses the issue of non-intelligence in smart contracts. Okay, smart contracts are basically the agreement, the contract between two forms of information to make it so so it's transparent, so it's non you can't mess with it. You can't. I can't think of the word right now. But anyway, cross-chain invocation and transactions. The smart contracts of PChain can be easily invoked with other non-native tokens, PCH and ERC20, used by using the provided toolkit. Okay, so transacting between the Bitcoin Cash and ERC20 tokens. So here are a couple application scenarios. Distributed artificial intelligence, distributed question and answer, big data transactions. Notary system provide basis for promise that can be tampered with, cannot be tampered with. Digital asset transactions providing reliable records for digital asset transactions. Full cycle collaboration system. It works on the whole process from planting and harvest all the way to supply chains and marketing. Game rule setting for the game to avoid cheating, trackable social networking, recording all the words that have been said. Okay, just a couple of the key scenarios there. One thing that I did want to point out here, and the reason I want to make a recap video is because when I click on the download button, I'll go ahead and do it. It wants me to log in. It wants me to register. Okay, and normally in order to read a white paper, you shouldn't have to register to get it, in my own opinion, I guess. You know, most of the fundamentals that I've done, you can just go ahead and download it. And so another thing is when I click this register, the website is under maintenance. Okay, so a couple things there, not a great sign, I would say. Especially if you're right in the ICO phase, these are some things that you're gonna want active. The roadmap. Okay, PChain position paper completed in March. Dewdrop stage. So the way they did this is it looks like, you know, dewdrop, river stage, sea stage, ocean stage. So getting bigger. Right, October 2018, complete the development of PChain core system with support account system and development of smart contract, publish technical white paper, and testnet of main chain online. So right here, looks like the technical white paper isn't even done yet, and it won't be done until October. So, I mean, you know, another negative tick on the board, in my opinion. And then the testnet of the main chain will be online in October. Okay, March of next year, so a year from now, they're going to publish the product of on the major network complete document of external API and wiki. Okay, then in June, expand the capabilities of knowledge graph and data blockchain and support external development interfaces. And then the last stage in September, over a year from now, they're going to introduce several blockchain application projects to form knowledge graph Blockchain Alliance. Okay, so to me, it's a very broad roadmap. It's going to take a long time to really complete anything. So as far as we've gone so far, I think a lot of this is hype, right? So, you know, always do your own fundamentals, always do your own research before investing in anything. This is not financial advice. This is me just having a passion for cryptocurrency and helping take a deeper look. You know, I'm going to place a few links in here so you can further your own research, but always do your own before even taking my advice, because this isn't advice. Okay, I've heard a lot of really good things though about. This is one thing I didn't like about the website is the team. It just cycles, so you don't really have a lot of time to check it out. Okay, but Dr. Feng Cao, or in other words, Jeff, sounds like he is quite a big person within this space. It's going to take me a second to get through this. The inventor of the first international blockchain patent from China, the co-founder of China Ledger, the most influential blockchain alliance of China. The chief scientist of Blockchain Application Committee in China Federation of Logistic and Purchasing, the first government association in industry, the senior fellow of the China Blockchain Research Alliance. Okay, successfully accomplished the first blockchain-based, like, come on, why? Blockchain-based assets earning rights transfer in the world in September 2016, which is also the first financial blockchain transaction in China. I'm going to go ahead and do this so it doesn't do it while I'm reading. He's also the ex-chief scientist of Internet Finance and co-chair of the Patent Review Board in IBM Research China, IBM Global Technical Achievement Award 3 times. And lastly, okay, 22 papers in ACM, IEEE, top conference, and 30 plus international patents. So Dr. Feng Jeff Cao, definitely a big player in the game. You know, one thing I don't like right now, though, is that he doesn't have a profile pic. You know, these are some of the things that I feel like when you're running an ICO, when you're running a project, you're going to want, because you've got people like me and tons of other people out there doing fundamentals on your project. And so if you don't have some of the key things that we fundamentalists look for, I mean, you're just counting against yourself. Okay, some other things that I wanted to point out about this project, you know, if you go here, Instagram, they don't have any posts and they have like 70 followers. So don't even post your Instagram. Don't even post your Instagram until it's ready, is my opinion. And maybe I'm being a little harsh, but that's my my opinion. We got a baby crying in the background. Okay. You know, you can go to their LinkedIn, their Twitter has like 4,000 followers, not a lot. So there's not a huge community of backing it, at least at this point. Obviously it's an ICO stage. But again, to me, it seems like a lot of hype. But, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Tell me, I'd love to know what you think about this project, because I'm not 100% right. You know, we're not going to know if this is the future until it is, until they come out with something. And according to the roadmap, I'm not too convinced. Okay, here's the team. If you take a deeper look, the rest of the team does look pretty fantastic. You know, but the main guy I wanted to point out was Jeff here. Okay, sounds like he is also creating connections with the Neo founders, you know, so he does definitely have the connections. They just have to come out with the actual product. Okay, so these are some of their, you know, their connections, some of their foundations, organizations, okay, people talking about it, okay. and then the news and, you know, other links associated with Chainlink. Okay, but that's all I'm going to cover with you guys today on PChain. You can go here. I'm going to post a link in the description. You can go and watch this video here. It is the video from Jeff himself going into how the nodes work and how the actual product works. It's about a 15-minute video that's worth watching. But again, always do your own research. Always make these decisions for yourself, because, you know, I may say this and then, you know, tomorrow it blasts off and you miss out. And that's not my fault, because you definitely have to do your own research. So check the links in the description below so you can do a little bit more research on your own. Make sure that if you like this video, please give me a like. I really appreciate it. And subscribe for more. I plan on coming out with these more and more. I've been trying to get over that hump, that, you know, being in front of the camera kind of thing. Kind of making excuses the past couple days. I've made a few, but I took like a month off. So I'm back at it. I'm back on the train and making some progress. So again, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Also, if you haven't yet and you're interested in getting more up-to-date news and information on cryptocurrency, all things cryptocurrency, join us in the Discord. The link will be provided in the description. I'd love to see you in there. But for now, guys, this is the Crypto Blend. I'm out. Peace.